Greetings, this is Noblekale from noblekale.com. We're going to kick off with Lenna's Inception. I have played a little bit of this game before, just in a couple of videos that have failed to encode properly, and one wherein my brother called me on my mobile phone, which wasn't on silent, so there's a lesson for you if you're ever going to encode some videos. So this is a game by Tom Coxon, who is also known as TCCOXON on Twitter. You should definitely look him up, he's a great guy. I actually am talking to him on Skype at the same time that I make this video, so anything that goes wrong, I'm totally yelling at him about. So let's just look straight into this game. It is called Lenna's Inception. I've picked it up off r/playmygame, but it's also appeared on r/gamedev's Feedback Friday in the past, and I'm sure it's either up this week or I can scare you up a link which I'll slap into the video description. So the game is top down. It starts off with level 1, Lost Cave of the Dwarven Maiden, although I believe it's procedurally generated, so it might be different for you. So top down, arrow keys for controls. I start off with a copper sword, so I'm just going to start off swishing that around because I like it. I've got a lovely transition screen between the two rooms there. I love it and I adore it. I'm playing with the tutorial on because even though I have made a little bit of progress in it, it's always good. So what this one basically says is that you have 3 different equipment slots and you can use the items by Z, X and C. Okay, I haven't played in a room with a pit before, so that looks pretty harsh, having pushed that monster off it. So I've just picked up a map, which I can open with the enter key. There are these inventory slots, which are controllable with my arrow keys, but I haven't got anything in them yet. You can also see the map on the right hand side. It looks like I've basically got a pretty straight progression, so let's smash away there. You'll also see this special tile over here. Typically that seems to be used as sort of a placeholder for when items drop in or when I need to push something on there, so it's always good to keep an eye on that. Speaking thereof, puzzle locks. Some rooms automatically lock their doors to trap you, not their traps to door you. See if killing enemies or solving puzzles helps. Right. So speaking thereof, there are 2 of those tiles there and 2 differently coloured blocks, so it's pretty obvious that I'm going to push those on there. That's a little bit of a trap there. If I had have done the top one, I wouldn't have been able to do the bottom one. Right, so the door automatically opens. I'm seeing 3 different types of enemies here. Yellow slimes, the green slimes leap at you, so it's good to keep them at a distance because they're bastards. When I first played this, I wasn't doing too well at combat, and you can see I'm still not doing too well at combat. And I can't get... okay, so your sword picks up items. That's always fantastic to know. Let's have a look at the map. Doesn't look like there's much difference, but there's no dot in the square to the left, so let's check that out. So that could just be an empty room, which it kind of is. It's a chance to succeed or to die. Okay, spinny things. Fantastic. Great. So I pick up a shield. I have not successfully used this shield before. I just haven't. And a better sword. So you'll see that my sword slot now says level 2. These guys aren't too bad if you approach them sort of at an angle, and the dialogue that came up said that the sword can be used for cutting bushes, so let's just cut our way through there. So there are hidden things in the bushes. Hard overload, which means that room that I was in much earlier with the spinner is pretty much going to be just a little health factory, so let's remember that. In your journey, many obstacles will stand in your way. Sometimes you'll need a new item or an upgrade to get past. I've already gotten that one, but I assume that's sort of to tell you about things in the future, so it lets you work out that first puzzle. Right, big bat dude. Haven't gotten past him yet, so let's see how we go. Ow. Ow. Aha, okay, so we've got to kind of anticipate what direction he's going to come from. Game over. Now, so it does actually have a permadeath option, not checked for me at the moment, so I'm just going to hit continue. Alright, so I'm back in that sort of starting square, but I can pretty much progress back up to where we were. The map's pretty simple, so that's great. And I don't have to redo any of the puzzles, which is fantastic. So I don't feel that that's too much of a penalty. I like the idea of that. I like the option of having permadeath. I think that's pretty good. Look and feel wise, I'm really happy with this game. I've already talked to Tom about this quite a bit on Feedback Fridays and Screenshot Saturdays. I like the consistency in the UI. It's basically similar to what I would expect. I like the menu system. I love the inventory. Everything is pretty great. The walls look fantastic. Okay, one thing I might like to see is sort of a bit of cavern wall on this edge. Like it's nice to have an abyss kind of feel, but I'd like to see a little bit of drop off. I'm just gonna give this bat dude one more try because I don't know quite the strategy for it, and I think that it'd be pretty boring to watch me just fail over and over again. Okay, so maybe we'll try the shield. Ah, okay, so the shield did knock him back, but it really didn't stop him, so let's go with one more. The shield seems to be directional, it's not sort of a invincibility, it's more just to stop you from getting hurt from that direction. So, I'm not sure. I'll have a chat with Tom and I'll see if there's meant to be an implied strategy. Maybe I'll do a follow-up. Okay, so he's gone up. Okay. One more. Hey! He died before I did. Now that is a still beating heart. That is fantastic. That's awesome. An Archangel heart. He wasn't an Archangel when I killed him, but maybe there's some story stuff. Still beating food item permanently increases your health. Now that sounds pretty awesome. I think it's automatically consumed. So let's progress. Okay, so there's a spear down there, or an arrowhead. Let's have a quick look. You found an artifact, the diamond pickaxe. I was wrong on both counts. Okay, level 2. The echoing fortress. Let's have a look at my invent. Diamond pickaxe. I am sure that there's a way to get that to transfer over there, but sadly, alas and alack, I haven't read it. So this is actually a big room in that it scrolls, and I can sense I'm going to get into some serious trouble from here. Still some nice transitions. One thing that Tom's doing here that I'm not is that Arnthak just kind of flips you from one screen to another, whereas this is sort of pushing you across, and I think that that's a much nicer way of doing it. So I'm just going to clear out this room in case something drops. This is unfamiliar territory. I've never gotten past that bat dude before, so let's... yeah, and that's exactly it, is that I get a map, which I already had, kind of. Okay, so we're just going to push through. Once again, I'm loving the sprites for the doors, for the walls. I think that's fantastic. This room looks a bit harsh. Let's see if I can duck my way through. I really should consult the map to see whether there's actually any point to going this way, but hey, if it's locked, chances are I need to get past it. New ball, so new enemy. Seems not too hard. Bombs, throwable explosives of balls of destruction. Sounds fantastic. Alright. I'm just going to use these, because I hate these dudes. Maybe I should. Ah, perfect. Die. Right. Oh, and he actually dropped one. So you basically use it to hold it, and then you face a direction and you throw it. I think that with time I could get used to these. So these guys teleport, which I hadn't noticed before, and set me on fire. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, simple as it seems to be. I just love, I know that I've said it about 6 times, but I love how everything has this good look and feel. It's nice and consistent. The controls are really good, nice, reliable. I know how long it's going to take me to get through everything. Whoops. That was bad. Ah, bombs destroy rocks. That is awesome. Let's push through. And, yep. Crap. Right, so that was me dying against a big slime. I think I'm going to call it there, but, so that was Lenna's Inception. I actually really enjoyed that. It's got good controls, good progression, good difficulty, and a good look and feel. So I'm looking forward to more from Tom on this one. So again, you should check him out. His name is Tom Coxon, TCCOXON on Twitter. And I'll put a link to everything in the description for the video. Thanks again for watching. See you later.